Poison is. I don't know what that means. 7 leaks. Let's try this one.
Hello YouTube, this is Baylor Mage again, and we've been working on the new Poison SRS for this league, which somehow got buffed again. We're more powerful again. The removal of Blessing did not hurt us nearly as much as we thought it.
So what I'm saying is just a lot of buffs and auras. He has 3 pets here, and then 2, and then just a shit ton of heads.
It was going to. We're stronger, we deal more damage, we go faster, everything is better. The only thing that didn't get better is the tankiness.
Because I can see he's not summoning them himself, so there must be some kind of item or combination or whatever. Some kind of combo.
But it didn't really get any worse unless you were anyway. So with the new path of building, not a whole lot has changed.
Wait, what is this? What the fuck is that? Let's start with this one. What is that? Why does he have that? Is it this one? Wand Mastery? Are you serious? Wait. He has something I don't? What the fuck? Okay. And then he built down to this one? What is that? What's going on? So he has these two down here. Down here. He has this one. What? Change to block? What? And this one? The block thingy? And then this one? Tireless. Max life. What? So he's just a super tank. So is this one? Plus 2% to all max resistances? 2%? That's nothing, bro. Why you do that? And this one? What is that? Is these go in there? One of these two, maybe this one? Yes, that one. He has both of these. Increase max energy shield, max life. So this is just a tanking node. Well, I die quite certainly sometimes, maybe. Tanking wouldn't be too bad. But why does he have something up here that I don't? I feel like I'm being cheated here. What is this? I have this one, I have this one, but I don't have this.
Changed. So we have gotten to give up our Blessing Aura, which means we don't have haste anymore. Which means that our offhand that used to be a Blessing Aura is now either what I would probably run, which is just Golem Feeding Frenzy and Minion Life to keep the Golem alive a little longer, or if you didn't have a problem with the Golem dying just occasionally because he's pretty easy to resummon, you could use Convocate.
I've never had a Golem die. Like, they are fucking immortal. No need to give them tankiness. Recalls on all minions that are following you to your location. Grants them a temporary life regeneration effect. Sounds fucking useless. Like, the minions should just be out there dealing damage. Like, why would you ever summon them to yourself? Pointless.
If you wanted a button to press, This would give you the ability to like drag your animate guardian and specters out of danger, but it's a button to press. It's an active button,
Yeah.
and I
Who wants buttons to press? Like, that's not why we play summoners.
try to avoid those, so I'm just going to put minion life on it
Exactly.
and assume that none of my minions will die. But that choice is up to you. That's fine. The other change is we will not be running a haste aura at all, but we will still keep haste as a Val haste. It does mean we will not be running a haste aura at all, but we will still keep
Cast a temporary aura that increases the movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed of you and your allies. Does minions count as allies? Or are minions different than allies? Because I can definitely see this doing work if it applies to minions as well.
keep haste as a Val haste. It does mean we can put all of our auras together in one item, so that's fine. However, the loss of the extra aura, that sounds bad, except we got the corpse specters back from Affliction. They will now be in ritual encounters as part of the base game. Now,
What? I haven't understood anything he's been saying for the last 10 seconds.
they have been nerfed from the Affliction versions. Okay, so we're not going to have quite the same power, but the old auras used to be something like level 30 to 35 auras, where I'm working on the assumption that they're going to be like level 20 auras instead. Version at every stage of this build now keeps death attunement. We are always going to use 3 specters, assuming that they are at least level 20 auras, which I am positive they will be. So we've got 3 specters that we're going to be using. First, hulking miscreants. We don't actually need perfect ones here, although I've selected perfect ones. But what we really need is this bit. Nearby constructs, which is SRS, 100% increased damage and 30%.
Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? How do you get this? What?
Attack and cast speed. Now, you might as well get the perfect one because it is 20% fizz as extra lightning. We don't really scale lightning. SRS is base fizz. It's technically
What the fuck is SIS?
a little bit of extra damage, but also not damage we're scaling in any way, so it's not super important to have a perfect one, but we might as well. But 30% attack and cast speed and 100% increased damage, huge. All the damage made up for and then some by losing haste.
Okay.
So that is great. Then we go.
That's wonderful, bro.
Judgmental Spirit. So the perfect Judgmental Spirit.
So what are these things? Is it items? Is it gems? Is it like, what? How do you get this? What is this? Let's just go through. It's only 4 more minutes. Let's go through it, but I have learned nothing so far. It's quite amazing.
Just has a buttload of flat chaos and casts discipline. So we get a whole bunch of extra energy shield. This is shown in our path of building here. We go from 1600 ES to 2200 ES.
What?
The one issue with path of building is you can't have all 3 of these specters active at once. So it is important to know that like the damage buffs coming from each of these specters will all be applied at the same time.
So, with the specters, is he going out to kill these minions or like these mobs, and then he raises it as a specter, and that's why there's different kinds. So not only do you raise a mob to become a specter and like then have it as a head, but it also matters what kind of mob you're raising, and based on that it changes, and it changes significantly. So essentially, That's another quit moment. Like, why does it need to be so complicated? And it doesn't sound fun to me having to go out and be like, oh, I need to go to this egg, kill this mob, and raise it as a specter. But to be fair, our specters die so rarely. So once it's done, you don't really need to do it that often. Yeah, I don't know.
Not one at a time, so you can see our DPS like jumping around. Everything is all the numbers move. So you'll actually have more damage and more tankiness than it looks here, because you're gonna have all 3 specters, not one. But that is a lot of extra energy shield, which is fantastic. And the flat is fantastic as well. So we love that. We love that.
Yeah,
Huge.
love it.
And then
Amazing.
my choice for the last one is going to be Forest Warriors, which the perfect Forest Warrior just casts haste. It's just got haste on just all the time. So there's a haste aura back. So we don't even really lose haste. It'll have a little less effectiveness than ours.
So I need to go and summon a tiger. That's what he's telling me. And yeah, can't even see where I need to get these. But I'm kind of more inclined to get the turtle just because it looks cute.
But we've got it back. Fantastic. That being said, those are just my 3 choices. Oh, wait. I decided not to go perfect Forest Warrior. Well, okay. So I'm torn actually between perfect Forest Tiger and perfect Forest Warrior.
Why is he talking like he's talking about perfect and not perfect and so on? How do you know the difference? Like, it's just a mob. How do you know if you're gonna summon a perfect vector or not? Is that how do you see that? Like, where is that info? What the fuck? Like, I'm just scratching the surface of the complexity of PoE, but it's like, yeah, it has like I'm getting flashbacks to EVE Online.
So the Warrior gives us Cull and Onslaught, and the Tiger gives us Haste. We can already get Cull from a Kingmaker on the Animate Guardian,
Obviously.
so the Cull part isn't important, which means I'm trying to figure out whether I like Onslaught more or whether I like the Haste aura more.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards Onslaught.
Of course.
But I'm going to be...
Because you want Onslaught. Because it does something. This guide is definitely not meant for my knowledge level, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't have to. But it's just listening to him talk and probably say a lot of good things and a lot of interesting things just goes way over my head. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Like, what? I don't even know what Onslaught does. And he's talking about what's best, Onslaught or Haste. And I don't know what are the differences between these two and why is it an interesting choice. Like, I don't have that insight at all. So this is just, yeah, relatively pointless.
To be honest, if you got 4 Spectres, you would just take both and not choose. I think I'm going to go with Onslaught, but there are a lot of other options here. So these will be the Spectres I pick.
Plenty of options.
I'm gonna pick the Onslaught one, but these are going to be the ones that I pick. That doesn't mean that they're the only options. There's also, you can get any Purity for some more max res, which we're already scaling a bit of max res, especially Cold. Getting an extra Purity for some extra max res for certain boss fights would be cool. There's a whole bunch of things we could do here. There's so many Spectres here that could be very, very useful that I couldn't even go through them all if I wanted to. It'd be another 40-minute video. We don't want to do that, but
yeah, I'm happy he's not doing that because that sounds fucking boring at this point. But it's probably very valuable information.
There's a lot here. You can have a look through, you can experiment with them. These are the 3 that I'm going with, but feel free to change these up however you'd like. Yeah.
However, I don't fucking know. I didn't even know they had different skills. I thought they might have like different attacks, or then it has a swipe or a leap or something, like small things. But like, this is just another fucking PhD level knowledge base you need here.
There's just a lot going on. So because of that, we got all of our damage back. We got some of our tankiness back with the extra energy shield. We managed to get a little bit of extra max res without really costing us anything because we're already pathing here. It also means early.
He's focusing so much more on survivability than I am. Like, he's taking all of the tanky notes and everything, and I'm just doing minion damage, minion health, minion health. Like, I take as little as possible for myself and just buff minions.
We've got a node to get corrupting blood immunity. Basically everything about this got better. So, hello. So there we go. That's Poison SRS updated. The full written guide has also been updated. There'll be a link to that.
Jesus Christ, what is this? What is this shit? like, who looks at this and gets excited? Like, oh yeah, that yellow item there is super cool. Like, well, I have no idea what's going on here. It's just, I think looking at an Excel sheet is more exciting than this.
That in the description, so go check that one out as well. We have everything we always used to have. We've got some min-maxing stuff, some hybrid gear for when you first get to maps, and all of the leveling trees for all of the progression. And there you go.
Trees.
That is everything. Poison SRS will be even better for anybody who is waiting on the Holy Relic guide. That'll be coming out next, so look out for that one. I will see everybody next time. Goodbye.
Probably a nice guide. Give him a like. I'm gonna save this and put it in the chat, and then I'm gonna put it in the YouTube thumbnail if we do that. Ooh, it's me. It's a me.